My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why. Got out of bed at all. The morning rain clouds on my window, and I can't see at all. And even if I could, it would all be great with your picture on my wall. It reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad.
Dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling.
Welcome back to FireCast Season 1, Episode 8. Episode 8, my co-host DZ.
What's cracking?
And I'm here with...
You drinking my beer, bro?
Dunkley... Oh, yep, sorry.
Hey, that's mine.
Sorry.
Fucking hell.
I'm here with Dunkley, Dr. Dunks, and Hendo.
Yo, what's going on?
Thanks for coming, boys.
It's all
Anytime.
I feel like this is going to be another fun one.
It's going to be a fun one. I'll be having a stroke the whole time.
Yeah, very interesting. So, I guess what brings me also to my first topic is you two boys also did dabble in the music a little bit. At one point, Dunks, you were DJing with Melonhead.
We did.
Heavy Artillery.
We did, yep.
Let's talk about that first for a second. How did that even start? Because that was kind of really random. Like out of nowhere, you just started DJing, which is cool. And you even had a couple sets the same night as us and Candies and shit. So how'd that all come about?
So pretty much, we obviously used to go to clubs and stuff. So we seen that Your Shot was coming up. I know Your Shot's kind of looked down on in the community, but we went to that. We wore some funky shirts and talked a lot of shit. Mm-hmm. And they
made it through, eh?
Yeah, they accepted us. So pretty much, I think it was for about 8 weeks. You go out in the city and you pretty much just go to training, and they just teach you how to DJ.
Really? So how was that? Like going to
right.
DJ school? They literally teach you everything, like
Well, they teach you how to DJ compared to like bass house. So the guy that did ours was Zanin, the guy that kind of makes like bass house hits and stuff like that. So he coached us, and we kind of taught ourselves how to DJ dubstep from there, because with bass house, you're obviously mixing in a lot slower and stuff.
Yeah,
and then
it's a bit more like
dubstep.
1, 2.
So you kind of just took what they taught you and applied it to dubstep and changed it up.
Exactly right. So we kind of did that, and then we went to Your Shot, finished that off, and then from there we kind of got a couple opportunities, so like Candies and China's Laundry, stuff like that. So
because I remember a few times like you played with him and Mike and stuff.
Yeah. Like once you know how to do it, you can play anywhere really.
Yeah.
You get the hang of it.
Yeah, exactly right. You can take it to anywhere, but yeah, that's kind of how we got into it, and then we kind of got out of it. So
as quick as you got into it, as quick as you got out of it.
What happened there? What made you then like want to stop? Because there was also at one point you guys were trying to produce. Because I remember specifically like back in the day, you guys were like messaging me on Facebook and stuff, and we're sending like shit to each other. And so what's then the reason for stopping? Like how's that?
Look, it's not easy. It's very difficult. Like you listen to people's tracks and you hear them and you go, shit, that's crazy. And then you try to do it yourself and you go, it's not crazy. It's just like one of them things
that's the biggest problem, bro. Like even for me now, so I've had to stop doing it, but especially back in the day, all the time I used to so example, I'd try make a song, and then you'd go listen to like a Virtual Riot song, and then you're like, fuck,
I suck.
You're like, fuck, this sounds like shit. And then so I've had to stop doing that now. So like, and which is weird too, because a lot of people they've got a technique when you're mastering and stuff like that, or when you're mixing, they say use a reference track. I think that's one of the stupidest ways to go about it. Because
you're going to master your track and you're just going to think, shit, this guy's track's so much better than mine. I'm going nowhere.
These people are telling you to get a professional song made by a professional and then try compare your mix to that. Of course, yours is going to sound like shit.
Yeah, 100%.
So there's no point in doing that. So I've completely, I even still tell people to this day not to do that. Don't worry about how other people sound.
Yeah, mix it how you want.
Mix it how you want, bro. Just do it yourself, because especially in dubstep reference songs, bro. Fuck me, like you can't compare the guy's track who's making shit in his bedroom to the people on Disciple Records.
Exactly right.
Of course, it's going to sound like shit.
Because they're not going to be on the record unless they're making big banger hits, and you're comparing it to that. So
exactly right.
It's not going to work.
It's just different levels. Like when you first start, you're never going to be at the same level as someone who's already established and releasing crazy shit.
No way.
No. You always got to like take your time, learn it.
So kids, don't use reference tracks. Honestly, don't do that shit. And then so you two, Hendo, you Also, we talked about this in the Young SB or the By Steven podcast.
Yeah. So you had to listen to that. Don't judge me.
You actually gave me your PC first for like a week or so when you moved out.
Yeah, I got kicked out of home and had nowhere for my computer when I was moving to my dad's house.
That's
right. I said, I know I had the programs on my computer to say, let's start mixing and producing. And I remember I go to you, I'm like, look, Iggy, I got no room for my PC. Do you want to look after it for a while?
That's right.
Here's FL, man. I set it all up for you. Gave your own account. Gave it up to you. Gave you a little rundown on FL Studios. And then all of a sudden, here we are, making all this. Here we are. Podcast,
Here we are.
All because my little stupid ass wanted to throw hands with my parents.
Look, so you got to put your career down to Hendo trying to fight his parents. Nice. That's good.
That is the thing, man. Like, my mum's probably half my size and she'll whoop my ass.
Everything happens for a reason,
exactly
man.
Right.
Yeah, that's fucking...
alcohol and other stuff make you do wonderful things.
That's trippy. So you too also, Hendo, at one point, because I remember we had a couple nights where you come to my house where it was just me and you. And we were in there trying to make music and collabs and
I remember...
How that, like, you also then stopped as well. Like, I feel like everyone just sort of just stopped doing it except for me and Mobsy.
Well, I stopped because I personally just feel out of love of it. I fell into the trap of work 9 to 5, do what you got to do to survive sort of thing. Which, look, after the first 6 years of doing it, I hated my job, but only because of recently. Right now, I love my job. I love what I do. I could start producing if I wanted to, but right now I'm just like, nah, I love what I do.
You just fall out of it. You lose the time, and then it just changes.
Even recently, I saw Brad start doing it again, and I was sort of he was streaming it, and I was watching his stream, and I'm trying to help him. Yeah. And even then, I was like, bro, I think I want to start again, eh?
Yeah, bro, fuck yeah.
The thing is, like, the time. That's the biggest thing. Like,
it is a grind.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to put in the time, and if you're working full time, it's not easy, bro.
It's not easy.
I found all my old melodies and shit, and I sent them back to Iggy, and I'm like, Iggy, man, have you got it? He goes, nah, man, my computer died. I'm like, fuck, everything's gone. I've got nothing left, and all of a sudden, I go, hang on a second. I sent him to Iggy on Dropbox, and this was like 5 years ago. I uploaded them and sent it to him, and I found them. Everything I ever made was on Dropbox.
Oh,
and I'm like, so everything was somehow saved.
Dropbox is awesome.
They do say the best thing to do is back up in 3 places. So one on a hard drive, one on a computer somewhere else, and then one on an online.
Yeah, because what was it? It was on my old computer, on your old computer, and it was online. Yeah, man, and I had and I listened to those melodies I made, and I'm just looking at myself.
They were good, man.
How the fuck did I make those melodies?
Some of them were good, bro.
Yeah, like I released that one track, and that was ever it.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah,
man.
but I had a lot of help with my because my family's very music orientated. My stepdad.
Oh yeah, Dave, Dave. He's a gun on the fucking guitar.
Yeah, like Dave, who he's not. I don't call him my stepdad. I call him my old man. I've got my dad and my old man.
Yeah,
and man, he is a genius with music.
Fucking, I remember when we used to have D&D sessions and shit at your old house in Colleton. And we'd be out there just drinking and shit, and then Dave would just be in the garage just fucking playing Red Hot Chili Peppers, and then me and Mobsy would just jump in and start singing along with him.
I've never met a man I've never seen anyone with guitar like him. He can just sit down and just start going banging, make up his own shit, and I'm like, how do you do that?
Yeah, some people are crazy, man.
Not just that too. Dave's really involved with the music. Like every time we go party at yours, me and Dave at one point will always end up by the speaker, just like
100%.
Yeah, he wants you guys to bring over the decks and stuff.
Yeah. He's been pushing for us to bring the decks.
He loves it, man.
He loves it.
Man, did I ever tell you to have his own band and stuff?
That's
his
right.
Own band. I think he called it Rushdown. And as growing up,
wow, what are the odds of that? That's Chime's record label, Rushdown.
Yeah, Rushdown. Yeah. And I think he was one of the lead guitarists, and my uncle Jono was the bass, and I can't remember the other 2 people, but they were close family friends at the time.
Yeah.
And like growing up as a kid, bro, I'd see them, sitting there just rocking out, having their fun, and I'm like, fuck, that's what I like. Music is so cool.
Yeah, fucking know.
Watching my stepdad with all his friends sitting there at the age of 20, 30, just sitting there, just having a mad time on their guitars. Well, I guess it sort of relates back to us as well. Like, our whole friendship is based on music.
Yeah, fucking oath, man.
It's amazing what it can do.
That's absolutely crazy. Well, apparently also, I heard too. So everyone knows the band Sticky Fingers.
Oh yeah.
Apparently Sticky Fingers also. I used to actually work with it. Once again, take it for a grain of salt, because people can just say that they know people and shit like that. So you don't really know. But I worked with a guy, and he claimed that he used to hang it because he was from Newtown, and that's where Sticky Fingers are from.
Yeah.
And he reckons that he used to go out partying like all the time at parties in Newtown, and Sticky Fingers boys would be there. And he said, but no matter where they went, they always brought guitars, and they'd just be those dudes sitting around the fire. So they'd be drunk as fuck, just playing guitars, and then obviously it attracts a crowd, and people are like sort of vibing and shit off each other.
Yeah, I've been thinking about. Like I'm 27. It's not too late to start. I might think.
It's never too late to start.
Yeah,
Start a band, boys?
I wouldn't like, no, you know what I mean? Like, but even Palmy, or not little Palmy, he's fucking bigger than me.
The big dog.
Not little Palmy anymore.
He'll run you down. He don't give a shit. Even he can play guitar pretty good. Not as good as Dave, but I haven't seen him playing in years.
I taught myself how to play.
Yeah,
I wish I could play. I just don't have the patience to learn, man.
That's also
It's
the
such a
best thing
frustrating
about.
thing.
That's also the best thing about me old man. He's nothing but self-taught, and he can just bend it, and he just does whatever he wants.
Well, I feel
That's
like
mad.
that's the thing with music. It's literally just a long video game.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, it is,
are you gonna get to the top level or not?
Like, you just got
It's a grind, man.
You got to grind and grind and grind and grind, and it just feels like never ending. So that's why I think I like it so much, because it's like I'm constantly playing a game.
It's like
I'm in my own. I'm in my
like,
own game.
Every time you do something different, you're like, shit, I just
yeah.
leveled up.
Yeah,
Like,
fucking
hell yeah.
That's a good way to think about
plus
it.
1 point onto my skill.
fucking oath.
Yeah, it's like that Skyrim skill tree. You know what I mean? Everything just keeps leveling up,
Yes,
and you're
and
like,
new
yeah,
stuff.
cheers.
It is like that. You can compare anything in life to, a video game, really, because that's what life's about, man.
Yeah, you
Getting
just
better, learning new
constantly-
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
life's about playing video games and not going to work and fuck paying your bills.
Look, Hendo, I don't know if that's the right.
Look, it seems to be working out for me. All right.
Yeah. Well, so far on our poll, boys, we have 2 votes for aliens, and then the rest is 0, 0, 0. So it looks like it might be aliens.
Well,
Look,
we'll
We'll wait
give
till
it a-
halfway. Yeah, we'll wait
Well,
till
before we go any further, by the
plug.
way,
It's time for the plug.
Hendo, this is for you.
Swear.
We have been starting to make some mugs. There's 2 left.
Mugs, eh? Oh, I am a coffee fanatic, man. I love my fucking.
Yeah,
coffee.
me too, bro.
Let me see that.
That's fresh. That's
Show me.
fresh.
That's the same one as me?
Yeah, it's the white one with the red.
He almost dropped it.
I've had
Same one as you,
Too many beers, all right.
But yeah, we've
you
been
sit
making
up?
mugs because they turn out sick. They look
Looks
mad.
fresh.
Um,
Check it.
We have 2 left. You guys, I've already put the post on Instagram, and if you've already messaged me and bought some or whatever, showed your interest, thank you. It's crazy. But yeah, I'll keep doing those whenever I can. They're quick and they're easy.
yeah.
So if you want a mug, let me know, and we'll get you one of those too.
Question. Can we get schooners, mate?
Schooner
That would-
glasses.
that-
Get a couple
Schooner
schooner
glasses?
glasses. man.
that's
I
a
love
great
that.
idea.
Yeah, wait, did I tell you? Iggy, I've got a keg fridge with a little bar tap at home now.
Oh, so that's a fucking
Yeah,
great
that's the
idea.
life.
TJ, little TJM schooners, bro. I'm telling you, Dave and Mum will love that.
That-
Wait,
that's a great
how's
idea.
your keg fridge work?
It's a fridge where you put a keg in it and it's got like little connections.
Oh, so the keg.
Yeah,
Okay, you
bar tap.
actually
Yeah,
put
it's
the
a big
keg in the
it's a big
fridge. Okay.
It's like
Yeah,
a soda stream.
I thought you meant
Yeah,
like
it's
you
about-
fill it up with beers and you just like off the
It's
tap,
not that
bro.
big, isn't it? No, like that's what I mean. It's got 2 bar taps and you just pour your beer. Still, you have to put a keg in it. It costs about $400.
Still yet to put a keg in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Keg fridge though.
I look after a lot of pubs and clubs at work, and I'm keep trying to find that one guy who will sell me a keg.
Yeah, fuck.
Wait,
They used to sell Heineken kegs, didn't they, for like $40? Remember back in the day?
Yeah, they used to call it. Was it Tap King? You put it in your fridge, and it's like a little.
Yeah.
It's only like yay big. It's fuck all.
Yeah, fucking hell. Well, another thing too for both of you, you can just sort of go one at a time. Do you ever, like you said, you saw Brad doing it again on like Discord. Do you ever see yourself getting back into it, even if it's just like a side thing, just having fun with it, or nah? You go first, Hendo.
Well, the music I produced back in the day, I don't have love for that anymore, and that was the only thing I knew how to produce. So I'm thinking, do I really want to relearn a whole new genre, have a bit more fun with it? Plus, I switched computers, so a lot of, yeah, sure, I got my melodies back and my choirs and arps and stuff, but I've lost all my kicks, my drums, my like everything else. So I'm just like, fuck, do I want to learn a whole new genre? But to be honest, like where I'm at now and the music I listen to, like personally, I just want to learn to play guitar, to be honest.
Oh, really? So you're not opposed to just picking up and playing
like,
acoustic?
Yeah, like I'm not like I am an EDM fan, but to be honest, man, I love like just hearing real guitars and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
acoustic
fuck
guitar.
Yeah, like I listen to like
It's more
hardcore,
natural.
Yeah, more hardcore punk, like metal and stuff.
And-
That's more me.
To be honest, I feel like you'd be better off picking up just an instrument than trying to learn all the tech of a new.
That's what I
Like,
mean.
yeah, because you're not learning 74
Like,
things.
you
You're just
just-
learning a guitar.
You sit there by yourself with a guitar all day, you're gonna get better.
Yeah, that's
like,
me.
you
I
know?
got my old man there to teach me and stuff. And it's kind of funny because the music I was producing, I don't really listen to that genre anymore, but I've got a fucking tattoo or fucking Defcon on my stomach.
Hell yeah, you do.
Yeah, don't make silly bets, kids.
Wasn't that a drunk? Yeah, wasn't
Yeah, it
that
was a drunken bet. Don't do that. But like, I'm willing to do it again. All right. If it's, he wants to make a bet right now for a tattoo.
Jesus Christ.
I'll do it.
You don't want that smoke, Hendo.
What about you, Dunkley?
Yeah, it's the whole thing is it's the time versus reward.
Yes.
Like if you're gonna put the time in, how rewarded are you gonna feel afterwards? Like, and how much time are you actually gonna have to put into doing it? So
Worth it.
Yeah.
100% is it worth it? Like I used to make music, the mastering was dog shit, but it sounded alright. But like, never was I like listened back to something that I made and went, holy shit, that's crazy.
Crazy, yeah.
Because I never took the time to fully learn everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like possibly as I get older, I might pick it back up and kind of get back into it. But it's just one of them things like I do a lot of shit. Like I have a lot of hobbies, like ridiculous hobbies. Like,
yeah. I feel like that's the thing with our group too. We're very big enthusiasts where we'll always just randomly pick up a random little
stuff,
hobbies
like,
and then we'll do it for like a month and then we just stop.
100%.
Like at the moment you guys are playing golf.
100%. Golf.
Me too.
I've been playing golf for a long time though, so that's one that's gonna stick. But I have so many things like we did like the D&D phase where we just played D&D for like a month. Like we obviously keep going back to that and stuff. But I know you guys are doing
we're trying to pick that back.
That was fun. I played for my first time.
Bro, it's good fun.
It's fucking awesome. It is awesome.
Game,
how'd you like that, DZ?
It was fucking sick, man. And Dungeons and Dragons, if you don't know what D&D is, it's very nerdy. Dungeons and Dragons.
100%
Yeah, don't
nerdy,
jump.
but it's
And
awesome.
I had a fucking blast, man. I was in my element, man. I was a fucking dragon, man.
That's what was I. I was a Dragonborn. I was a fucking Dragonborn.
But you played as a Dragonborn?
Yeah, fucking
That's fat as. I play as a barbarian every time. I get
he's the big guy that just slams his swords everywhere.
I'm a dwarf barbarian, man, and I really get into character. Like, I get drunk.
Yeah, that's a fun way to play. Like,
100%. But the thing is, he's not acting. He's just drunk at home. He's just like on his
Am I
computer.
acting or am I just a fucking idiot?
That's it.
Yeah, so now we are trying. We're picking that back up. It's just hard too because, like I said, because it's so fucking like once again, our group always overdoing everything. Like most people play D&D with 3 or 4 dudes. We're playing with 8. We've got like 8 motherfuckers. Like it takes us fucking 3 hours to just do one scene. Like
and then people double book and stuff.
It's
And Chris just plays bagpipes the whole time.
Chris is always rolling, man.
Fuck, that was funny, man. That was
Sitting in the bagpipes. Yeah, because what was it? We last played on that program on our computers, wasn't it?
because of COVID.
which is cool.
Coronavirus and stuff.
That was cool, but the in-person experience is so much better.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how much shit there is to it. Like Brad came over, opened up a briefcase of fucking 40 books.
So much.
Dices.
As soon as I saw all the dices and shit, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be fucking sick."
It's a pain in the ass just trying to get the dungeon master book.
Just trying to set it up, bro.
It's worth it though.
Yeah, like I was telling DZ boys. Remember the very first time we played? We thought it was just gonna be rock up and you play. It took us a whole 8 hours on a Friday night just to make 8 characters.
Just to set it up.
We didn't even get to play. We had to come back the next night and play from there.
Luckily, when we did it on the computer, we could do like the character selection. You choose your like traits and stuff.
Yeah,
made it a bit easier.
Yeah, we had an app.
That like things like that, just to make it a bit easier. Like you're not spending 10 hours trying to even set up.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's why me and Brad was saying that for people who actually want to play, because me, Dylan, Mike, and Brad started off the campaign because I've actually got a pretty decent campaign planned out. So you guys need to now make your characters like on Discord or just at home, do your roles so you're ready, and then we can just go to Hendo's house in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's like stick to your first character.
Yeah.
Like I've stuck to barbarian. Like,
I'm gonna have to go back on that.
Don't just start a character because you think it fucking is cool and shit, because then you don't know how to fucking understand it.
Yeah.
I'm calling you out, Adzi.
I was gonna say.
Last time we played, man, he did not understand stuff like.
He picked the hardest class.
Yeah, was it a warlock or something?
Warlock.
Yeah.
I'm level 2 and I'm staying fucking level 2 until I go all the way to 100.
Pick a class that just suits you and just stick with it. Don't try and change the next campaign because
that's the fun of the game too.
Keep the flow going.
You might rage
that's your
quit halfway
character,
through.
you know what I mean? Like back in the day in the little fantasy worlds, like
I think
no one just switched up the characters and shit.
Adzi did rage quit, didn't he? When we
Yeah, he
played?
did.
Yeah, he did.
So
He
what happened
did.
was he started his new character, and like things weren't going well for him because he didn't know what the hell was going
all
on.
you see
And then
is
like
Adam
all you
Mo-
see is it has
Morton
left the
left the
disc,
party,
yeah,
yeah.
left the party, and we're like, Adam, you coming back? And he's just
Like,
out. Nah, he's
Bro, I
gone.
felt like the very first time we played, I thought Brad was going to rage quit because me and Mikey were just blind dads doing the most stupidest shit. And then like, all right, yeah, we went to this tavern and he's like, all right, do you want to rest up or party on? Everyone's like, yeah, rest up. And I'm like, I'm going to party on. And I was the strong. I think I had the highest rolls when we made the character. I had the biggest stats, so I was like the most dependent.
You were overpowered.
And then I don't know. Apparently, I stayed at the bar all night. I lost most of my stats, and
He stayed
I
at the
think
bar and just got
we all
drunk.
struggled the next fight.
Well, that's what makes the game fun though, is people playing it to their own, like being a bit greedy and playing how
Yeah,
they
just
want.
play
because
it like
especially for a DM, if like, so this is just for people who in general, like if you ever do decide to try it out and stuff like that, like it makes it so much not harder, but it makes it a bit boring for a DM because I'm the DM. So for people who don't know, I'm just the guy who controls the world, and I just put them in a scene and then they got to play it out. It becomes boring for a DM if all 8 of you go the path that I'm expecting you to go.
yeah, you just do it. Like you do
it
what's
becomes
expected.
super stale, and so that's why with people like Hendo and shit, it's funny as fuck when all the party know they need to rest up for the next battle, but this cunt wants to go out and drink.
party!
It.
Because I'm already drunk in real life, and I'm like,
So it's,
what would real life
Yeah.
me do?
Yeah, well, which is good.
I mean, we should let's do one podcast where we do
We just play D&D the whole time. Holy
Fucking hell.
shit.
Bro,
Imagine that.
It would just be Brad trying to take my head off the whole time.
That's what it turned into. like.
Brad
No, Brad's one of the best
Brad
D&D
and
players
Mike
too.
Age.
Brad
Mike-
was getting
Mike-
heated, man. He broke his chin on the wall. He was
man. What about when we played with Mike and we're in that big open area? So all we had to do was get into the cave, and we completed everything. There was one monster that was hidden. All we had to do was walk like 3 steps into the cave. Instead of doing that, he like does a stealth move where he can reveal the location of some like, and we're like, "What are you doing, man? Like, just get in the fucking cave, bro.
He
Just,
loves
like
stealth.
walk in." And he just didn't do it, and then he still didn't find it, and we just wasted like 3 turns.
Because he rolls ridiculous.
Yeah, rolls like 2, and then
Yeah.
just like you can't do it.
Yeah, it's fun, man. Don't knock it till you try it. Seriously.
But the thing is, when people play like that, it makes it more entertaining because they're not just do this, do that. Like when people
gets you
throw
going, 'cause, like-
curveballs,
Yeah,
it
fuck
makes
yeah.
it so much better.
Yeah, it's not like if that was real
awesome.
life then and there, like we we're actually in that fantasy
You'd be
world.
dead.
Like real life, I'd be sitting there looking at Mikey going, "You're a fucking idiot." So you might as well do it in real life in the game because I'm still
Yeah,
gonna call you.
you're gonna do the same thing anyway. So what's the difference?
Yeah, it just gives more character to it, more laughs with the lads, you know.
I think episode 20. So we got episode 10 coming up, which will be the Star Wars edition. I think episode 20 we do a D&D session.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Oh,
like
bro,
crazy.
That'll be sick.
I mean,
Obviously.
yeah, the Star Wars one. We got one more, and then we're doing Star Wars. So if you don't like Star Wars, you're gonna want to sit this one out.
If you don't like Star Wars,
If you don't like Star Wars, then too fucking
you got a
bad.
problem, man. Yeah, you got a problem.
Too fucking bad. Rockin'.
Rocking
wait, what were
and
you gonna say?
rolling.
Huh?
What were you gonna say?
Nothing. They can wait. Well, I forgot about the singing.
It's a shit's a rolling,
Rockin'.
Rocking and rolling. Down to the beach I'm
Strolling.
And the seagulls poking my head. Not fun.
Not
I said
fun.
seagulls, stop it now.
Stop it now.
I don't know that song.
You
But
guys,
yeah, we never heard of the Yoda remix of that song, man.
you guys suck. What were you gonna say to him?
I was just gonna say, if you were hearing the sonic ring going off before, that was my text tone, and that
Yeah,
was
that wasn't a soundboard.
that was my mum saying to give her a shout out. So thanks, mum.
Hey,
Shout
yeah.
out.
it is.
Shout out.
Shout
She's
out-
our biggest
shout out-
fan.
Shout
so-
out to my mother, eh? She literally is the biggest fan.
Yeah, she is our biggest fan. Thank you, mum.
That's so true, eh?
Which
Yeah.
you need.
Your whole
Support.
family is too. Like your mum's the biggest fan.
Hey, it's
Grandma's
awesome.
your biggest fan, I reckon.
Yeah, grandpa.
They-
yeah.
they're all really
Grandma
supportive.
and grandpa, man. I
They're-
love them
they're-
guys.
they're all- it makes this shit easier. Being
Yeah,
having
fucking
support.
oath.
Imagine doing this shit in your family. Like, are like, nah, don't do that. Like, you know what I mean?
And that's the
That'd be-
thing too, though, because it means they recognize our talent and potential. You know what I mean? Like if we were terrible, I'm sure they'd be
Yeah, they'd be
urging us
like,
to
look,
kind of.
look, you
Yeah.
guys should
Yeah.
just settle down.
But you know,
Well,
Let's stop that.
Yeah, it's like well, I got no talent and stuff, but my mum and dad always like, yeah, you'll be alright. Go on, you got this.
you'll figure it out.
Well, that's the thing too. Like, because I feel like because we're good at what we do. Imagine like if my kid was doing it and he was good, I'd be like, oh, okay, now this motherfucker's like, you
Doing
know what I mean?
well.
This motherfucker's better than me.
he might be able to do something with it. Like I feel like we've got that that's our advantage. Like because we're not making garbage, bro. Like
we've been putting in the work, man.
We're
You know,
fucking-
it's
Yeah.
taken a
And
while.
That ties back to what we we're talking about before. Like you've put in the work and it's paying off. You know
Exactly
what I mean?
right,
Like,
like-
it's coming out.
That's anything, man.
which is crazy because I always think about this. Can you imagine if half the crew kept doing it?
I know.
Where you guys?
Yeah, we'd be like our own label. We'd have
Yeah.
like crazy people just doing crazy
Unfortunately,
shit.
I'll put all my work into my trade.
That's all right,
Yeah,
bro.
That's
Like,
fine. That's fine for some people. You know, if you're good at what you do and you enjoy it, like
Yeah,
you said,
look,
you really liked your job.
I
that's
really
good.
do now. Like I work at this new company, man. It's fucking fat as.
Bro, we were driving over here and Hendo's telling me all these things. He's like, don't put your feet on those the levers because the gauges. I bought new gauges. They're $1,100. There, I'm like, what do those do? He's like, you put them onto this electrical thing and it tells you how many volts is in it. And then he's got this clamp on
That's
his
the
shit.
multimeter.
Look, bro, I don't know any about this shit. Come on, man. You're gonna give us another
the gauges
lesson?
read the pressure in the systems, and the multimeter tests your currents and stuff.
Yeah, and I had no idea about any of that. So I'd be like
Yeah.
Mr. Grimes in Simpsons, just
yeah,
like
just grounding
like-
shit and fucking
electrocuted.
bloody hell.
Yeah, no, like, yeah. I
mean,
worked
check
so
this,
hard. Like
Pole.
now, I'm into some sort of managerial position as well too. So
Well, that's good,
yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah, but I mean, he does fuck all.
Everyone's got
yeah,
their
I
calling.
do
Does
absolute
nothing.
fuck all. Ask my apprentices. Hey, you ask little Tommy boy, and he will tell you.
Tell me
I do
again.
fuck all.
Look, that's what you need. You need to be in a spot where you tell other people what to do.
Yeah, I get paid a
And
lot.
that's what
I
I'm
don't do a
into,
lot.
baby. That's
Yeah, you're in a
awesome.
managerial position.
Hell
You're
yeah.
paying and stuff, man.
Well,
Yeah.
something else I'll bring up, right? So this is your answer for the poll dunks, but I reckon we should still talk about it anyway.
Yeah.
The DJ politics. What did you mean by that? Because you were saying that people have asked you before why you stopped DJing, and you said it's something to do with the DJ politics. What did
Yeah.
you mean by that?
So pretty much like it's going back to the whole like the reward versus the time, you know what I mean? So like you'd go to this place and you'd be obviously we're heavy artillery, we're making this heavy dubstep, like we're DJing real heavy stuff. So we go to Candies, the guy messages us, hey, you want to play Candies, whatever. We go, yeah, sweet, like what's the go? And he goes, you're playing at 9:30. And I go, look, probably not the best idea. Like we're not going to do it. He goes, nah, that's the only slot. You're playing at 9:30. And I go, all right, fuck. Like, what do we play? And he goes, just play what you want. I go, look, that's not how it works. You know what I mean? So we play there. We play Future for about 45 minutes, and then we start playing some rhythm. And then everyone's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, getting salty.
Like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, you said play whatever you want. Like, where we play it, like, we're going to play heavy stuff. And then, like, other places, such as, like, Ivy and stuff. So we had to sell tickets for Ivy. So the first time we ever played there, we played a reasonable time, whatever. And we sold about 50 tickets, which was, like, $2,000 or something like that. We
Yeah.
sold a hell of a lot of tickets. So what happened was they booked us for the next one. Next Courtyard booked us up. We sold about 10 tickets. So we got, like, 10 people to come. And we never got booked again
Really?
because we
Just
didn't bring the people. Like, they
purely
don't give a
the
shit what
Yeah.
you're playing.
Yeah.
You come there and you could be the best DJ in the world. You bring 10 people, they're not going to book you again. You know what I mean? So
it goes back to,
that's
the original stories Iggy was saying in previous podcasts. Like we used to bring a bus load of people.
yeah. Well, and that's how we got where we were. Because like no one gives a shit. Like you can mix like
Yeah.
5 tracks at once. You
They
know
don't
what I
give a
mean? Like
fuck,
they're
yeah.
just going to go. Oh, they brought 50 people. They're buying drinks. They're
Yeah.
making us money. You know what I mean? So that was
Yeah.
kind of the politics. And we had the set at China's Laundry where we played with like the like Nexus boys and stuff from Newcastle. And they booked us incorrectly. They said, look, we didn't know that they were having a takeover or whatever. It was Nangang.
Yeah.
And they didn't know they did it. And we went, well, you've already booked us. So what are we supposed to do? We've already organised tickets. We've organised a bus. Like,
Oh, so
we can't really.
they
count.
double booked you.
Yeah, so they said, look, we already booked these people. Like, you can come play another time. We go, we already
Sorry.
booked a bar, like bus and all this shit. I go, fuck, we can't really pull out. You know what I mean? We booked all this stuff. So we went and played in between, and we played the same shit. We played rhythm and stuff. So it was a good set. Like, we played
Yeah.
well, and it tied into what they were playing. And yeah, China's Laundry never booked us again because we took the slot that they double booked us in. So it's kind of the
Yeah,
politics.
I
You
didn't
know
know
what
that.
I mean?
I
Yeah.
didn't know that part. That's fucked.
Yeah, which is like like it's kind of hard to enjoy yourself when you're going and playing at 9 o'clock. You know what I mean? You're not like, I know you have to work your way up and stuff, but it's kind of like if they're gonna say, look, you don't bring 50 people, we're not gonna book you. What's the point of doing it? You're not doing it for fun, are you? You're doing it to bring people to their club.
Yeah, I feel like you either get that 9 o'clock slot or you get that real like 2 a.m. 1 o'clock.
Yeah, which is I would have been happy with 2 a.m. to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I would have
2 a.m.,
started
man,
punching people and shit.
I couldn't see straight at 2 a.m. and I wouldn't be able to play a deck at 2 a.m.
Yeah, but
see that's that's another thing. I always say this, which I think is so true. Like if example. That's why me and the boys always, when we DJ, always used to get the early time. I think there was only one time where we got a prime spot at like 10:30, and it was us, another DJ, and then the headliner.
Yeah.
That was at Manning Bar at one time. But
yeah.
every other time than that, we were always at like 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock the latest, which I was cool with because I like getting it over and done with so then I can go out and drink and shit.
Yeah.
But I always used to say, like, if we're playing at 9 o'clock, and we're playing harder than the headliner and shit, we should be the ones headlining, not the headliner.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, what a headliner wants is if you're going there and you're a headliner, you're going to expect the people before you to play less heavy than what
so then you come in and it's like, wow.
Like, it was okay for you guys because you guys had melodic up your sleeve and stuff. So you guys were big into melodic, which kind of ties in. Like, in a dubstep night, if you rock up and they're playing melodic right at like 10 o'clock, you're going to be sweet. You're going to go, okay, sweet. They're not playing as hard as the headliner. They're not going to go crazy. But like we didn't have that to fall back on, you know what I mean?
always had the heavy stuff.
Yeah, so like if we're going to be heavy artillery, we're not going to fucking play bass house at like 9 o'clock, you know what I mean? We're heavy artillery or what? Like it was just kind of a rough time. So like we came to a choice where we're like, look, if we're not playing what we want to play, what's the point of even playing? Like they're going to force us to play like less than what we were going to play.
Something you don't want to play.
Exactly,
you know?
right. Like
compromising your image.
We're coming up with sets because we're playing at those times. We're not playing what we want. So
Fuck yeah.
That's when you start compromising your morals and what you're
like,
really in it for. You know what I mean?
What's the point? You know what I mean? Like,
when was the last time you played?
Probably like 2 years ago. We were supposed to play our very, very last set, so we decided we're never playing again. We're gonna just cut it, and we got a set at Courtyard. So like, yeah, sweet. We'll go play our last set at Courtyard. We got heaps of people to come, like everyone rocked up, and some dude OD'd in like the room before we played. But the problem was we didn't play till like 10 o'clock, and it was a day whole thing.
Yeah.
Finished at like 12. So we playing at 10. We rock up about 8:30, whatever. We rock up, it's ready to play. Walk in, the promoter comes up to us and he's like, "Look, someone like overdosed in the room. I don't know if you're going to be able to play." I'm like, "All right, when did this happen?" He's like, at about 6 o'clock.
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
So you didn't think to like maybe message us so we wouldn't like come all the way out here for like
She was out there for nothing too.
So so we didn't get to play.
Wow.
And it was a good end to the era.
Bloody
but
hell.
Yeah, thanks for coming, man.
Well,
rough.
speaking of ODs, man, it's fucking. I've got a fucking crazy story. Speaking of ODs, bro. Let's talk about this for a minute.
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
I think it might be the one I'm thinking of.
So I'm in Las Vegas. I'm in Las Vegas. I'm at EDC, one of the biggest festivals in the world. And by big, I mean there's over 400,000 people there. Not like a
crazy.
Not like a Sydney festival where there's 10,000. I think the biggest festival we had was Stereo one year, cracked
like
20K.
Yeah.
That was it. This is 400. It's basically a mini country. It's a country.
Fuck.
Yeah, look.
400,000 people are at this fucking thing, right? And so what happens is we get to a point of the night where obviously most of the night we're at the dubstep stage or whatever. And then but ASAP Rocky had a fucking set, right? And that was at about 8 p.m. Hey,
y'all.
And that was about I think 8 p.m. 8:30.
Was this a Sunday? The last day? Remember
No. It wasn't the last day. I'm pretty sure it was the Saturday. It was the middle day. It's a 3-day fucking festival, by the way.
Remember that first day, you all got mad at me.
And then what?
I had to find you something on Sunday.
What happens is, so half the group, we're torn between Virtual Right or ASAP fucking Rocky. And it's a hard fucking pick, right? It's a very, very hard pick because ASAP Rocky, I'm pretty sure out of the 400,000 people, he had 350,000 people.
Fucking hell.
ASAP Rocky, right?
Just
So
everyone.
our group was saying they were literally couldn't get in because there was that many people that were at the back of the back, 300,000 people in front of them. So right, half the group, we decided we split up. most of my group, there's about, what, 8 of us? So about maybe 5 of them go to ASAP Rocky, and me, Adam Morton, and Michael Lattard, I'm pretty sure. Was it Mikey Hendo?
No, wait, no. I don't know, because...
You went to ASAP Rocky?
No. I got lost.
Yeah, you were on your own.
course
doing
you
your
Yeah,
own
I got
fucking
lost.
thing.
Remember, you found me on that park bench, and I was sitting there freaking out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Mikey. So it was me, Mikey, and Adam Morton, and we stayed for Virtual Riot. And this is because, and I put it down to, I was like, look, yeah, ASAP Rocky's cool, but he tours all the time, and he's probably going to do the same set over and over again. It's only hip hop. Like there's only so much he can do with hip hop.
true.
When it comes to EDM, though, a DJ can play one set, and you will never hear that set again.
Yeah, because it's
you know
just
what I mean?
exclusive. They'll just chuck other stuff
Exactly.
into it.
Hip hop's a bit easier to sort of do live. So we made the choice, fuck it, we're going to stay for Virtual Riot. So me, Adzi, and Mikey, we get in the mosh pit. And this was one of the craziest sets I've ever seen, right? And the set's going off, bro. There's at least fucking 15,000 people just watching Virtual Riot. And we're going away. And then all I feel is a sudden, like a smack on my back. And at first I ignored it. I'm just thinking it's some like big dude trying to walk past me or whatever. So I didn't give a fuck. I'm dancing, and then after like a couple seconds, I'm like, no, wait, fuck, that was pretty hard. What the fuck was that? So I turn around, and there's a guy having a fit on the floor.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
with froth coming out of his mouth. And I'm like,
I remember.
so this cunt's carked it and hit me on the way down. And I'm going, fuck. And then I look, and I'm like, oh shit. And before I could even react, Adam Morton, Superman, jumps straight down there, and he just jumps on him, turns him on his side, and he's like picking the shit out of his mouth and whatever, and he's like holding him and rubbing his back and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So lucky, like Adzi, like I would have reacted, but Adzi was on the ball, bro. He reacted way quicker than I did, and he was on there. And I'm talking, this is only a couple seconds. I kind of looked and I went, oh shit. And as I'm about to jump down, Adzi's fucking already down there. And then, and you think, instead of people helping him, people are just like watching and like kind of filming and shit. And I'm like, I'm going, where the fuck are these? Where
That's
are
the
his
problem with
friends?
society, to be honest.
Where are his friends? Where are his friends? And then people around me are just going, look, I don't know. He was here by himself. He's by himself. I'm like, you're telling me this cunt's come to a festival by himself, like, which people do.
Yeah,
Well,
people do all the time.
Yeah.
And I'm going,
Yeah.
are you serious? I'm like, is there seriously no one with this guy? And they're like, I'm telling ya, he just randomly walked into the crowd and then he just fucking carked it. They're like, fuck, man. So I'm trying to wave down to, mind you, Virtual Riot didn't see this, so he's still playing his set. You know how some DJs like stop it and try to,
help
there's,
out.
there's too
Yeah,
much
help and
people.
shit.
Yeah, but of course, like, it's not easy.
Yeah, no
It's
way.
It doesn't
One
matter
person-
if it's
One person in
Yeah.
the crowd of 15,000, like, you're not going to see that.
Too
No
many
way.
people. Too many people. So so I'm pretty sure at one point I was even trying to wave down Virtual Riot in the crowd to get him to stop the fucking set to help this cunt, right? And fucking anyway, he's still playing, so people are dancing and shit. And we finally got security. They come over, whatever. The guy ends up coming okay. He ends up like waking up kind of thing. And we're going, bro, do you have any friends here? Who are you with? And he goes, no, bro, I'm by myself. I'm like, fuck's sake. I'm like, all right, what have you taken? He goes, nah, man, nothing. I'm epileptic. I'm like,
Wait, hold
I'm like,
Epileptic,
bro,
fucking
hold up.
festival like EDC
And
with
I'm
lasers
going,
everywhere. and shit.
bro,
Hold up.
I'm like, you don't have to lie. Just fucking, if you tell the truth, it's easier for people to help you, so you know what to tell the hospital. You're not going to get arrested. You just the hospital have to help you.
Yeah.
Like the ambulance people. You're like, no, man, I'm epileptic. I'm like, all right, fuck me dead. He ends up coming okay and getting up and just fucking walking off, right? So I'm like, fuck's sake. So we walk out. Then Virtual Riot set finishes. We walk out. And we're waiting for our group to come back from ASAP Rocky. All right, and this is no shit of a fucking joke. What happens next? A little Asian girl comes up to me, taps me on the shoulder and goes, hello, can you help me out? I think I took too much drugs.
Oh my god.
I've gone, fuck. I'm like,
shit.
are you serious? And she's like, yeah, I took too much. I'm like, man.
Are you like the guardian angel? or
Yeah,
something?
I know, fucking hell, you got a halo.
And I'm sitting there and I'm going, fuck. And I'm looking at Adzi and Mike, and mind you, so my other friend group isn't back yet. I'm going, fuck. And then I start panicking. I'm like, fuck, what do I do? If she fucking literally dies right here, it's on me. I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah. She came and put the burden on
and
you.
I'm like, all right. And to be honest, I can't even remember if Mike and Adzi knew this was happening or if they were with me. But all I know is, next thing I know, I've picked up this little bitch on my shoulder and I start running. And I'm running through the fucking crowd. I'm like trying to dodge people. It's like a video game. Like, bling, I'm running. got this bitch on my shoulder, and I'm trying to, and like I said, 400,000 people.
man.
You know how hard it is to get through the crowd, and mind you think there'd be more medical tents. Nah, they've got like 2 or 3, and they're at the entrance. So I'm fucking running looking for the big cross, and I'm going fuck, and all I'm thinking in my head is going, fuck, if my girlfriend sees me running through the crowd
With some little Asian girl.
she's gonna think
it's
I've
alright.
done the runner.
No, it's alright because Chloe couldn't walk that weekend.
So I'm like, what the fuck, right? I'm running, and then I'm going, so what have you taken? What have you taken? She goes, MDMA. I'm like, all right, sweet. So I can tell the people what you're on, they can treat you. I'm like, how much have you taken? She goes, nah, I don't know. I take too much. I'm like, well, fuck me. I'm like, how much? I'm like, how much is too much, man? Like, just tell me the truth. I don't give a fuck what you've done. Just tell me the truth. What's happened? She's like, nah, just too much. I'm like, fuck's sake. So I'm running with this bitch on my shoulder. And as we start getting closer to the fucking medical tent, she's like, I think I'm okay now. I'm like,
Oh, you're kidding, man.
so I'm like, nah, fuck this bitch. I'm taking her to the tent and she can stay there. I'm taking her to the tent. It's like, oh, I feel better now. I'm like, yeah, that you feel better, but now I've lost my friends in 400,000 people, and there's no reception. There's no doesn't work like that, bro. When there's that many people in one area, there's no phone reception.
You're done.
You're in
though.
Vegas too, aren't you?
So you can't text your mates, call your mates, bro. So I'm now on my own, lost. So I get to the medical tent.
You weren't the only one lost.
Lady comes up and goes, all right, what's happened? I'm like, look, she's told me she's taken too much. Just take her. Just please take her. I don't know who she is. Completely random. And they're like, yeah, no worries. We'll take care of it. So then bang, I leave her with the tent. I walk off. And now I start panicking because I'm on my own. No reception in this fucking huge festival. So I'm walking back to the base stage because that's where we said, or we never left the base stage really. So I'm like, oh, sweet. Yeah, no. Back to the base stage. And it's just by sheer luck, I see all the crew walking back from ASAP Rocky across the crowd. So I'm going running over going, boys, help me. And then that's the story, man.
Because that whole time I was sitting by myself
You
on
were
that
just
park
by yourself.
bench.
You were lost.
No, I was sitting on that park
were
bench
lost.
behind the fucking base stage,
freaking
freaking out. And all I remember is Brad coming up to me with that bandana on, and he's looking at me, and I've got scared thinking, this is some guy about to fucking rob me.
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
get
it's
murdered.
Brad, and I'm like, and I'm sitting there going, oh, hey man.
So that's my OD story. So because I totally forgot you played at Ivy and shit.
Yeah.
And that's some cunts OD'd at Ivy and stopped.
Yeah, like
upstairs.
in the room. So it was like the upstairs room where they play like the heavy stuff or whatever.
Where the actual sets were happening.
Yeah. So he's just done it in the room and he's gone though. So
Yeah, no, that's fucked.
man.
So
Yeah.
if what time did you say you were playing that set?
I think it was about 10 o'clock or something.
10
and
o'clock.
it
So,
was
And they let you know late.
because this person OD'd at 6, they can the whole thing. You can't.
yeah, but they didn't tell anyone. So I rocked up about 8:30,
So I don't
ready.
get it. So what? People
go
are still
in.
DJing or no?
No.
You
So like,
rocked up to
what
empty.
happened was, so upstairs they got like the second stage or whatever, where they play kind of the heavier ones, and then downstairs they had like Oski, like all these trap artists playing on the main stage. So I rock up, about to play my setup in the upstairs part, 10 o'clock, whatever. And the guy comes up and goes, yeah, someone OD'd in the room. No one's allowed up there. So the stairs are all blocked off. You know, you walk up the stairs.
Wait, so they
Ivy.
still had the bottom floor going
Yeah,
off?
so still going off, but like upstairs just... So
Right.
we rock up and we're
Stop that
going,
run room.
all right, sweet. We come here to play our set and they,
Wow.
Hey, at least you brought him a busload of people, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a fucked up thing
Yeah,
too.
I
Like
know,
you
they
brought
still
all
get
the
their money.
business. Yeah.
It was like, shit.
Yeah, no, Ivy used to attract a lot of people anyway.
Yeah, like Courtyard was good because they used to have like people playing
Yeah,
like...
wait, didn't we see Carmack at
Yeah, they had
Courtyard once?
Carmack, Oski, like heaps of like trap artists used to play
Courtyard's
there on
always fun,
Sundays.
yeah.
It was good fun, but
Yeah, Mr. Carmack at fucking Ivy,
Yeah.
man. Oh.
Wow, so they literally fuck. Okay, that's fucking. See, because I remember back in the, because I'm so old, but back in the day, when I was 18, we used to go to Soho and shit all the time. Me, Mobsy, and Brad and Jai and stuff. And I remember one time, bro, our cousin the Viking was doing a DJ set.
Oh really?
Yeah, weird as a small world.
I didn't even know you did. They DJed.
So before he was doing hip hop, I'm pretty sure he was just DJing.
The
and shit.
Smacktown. That was,
Smacktown.
yeah.
So he was doing a DJ set, and I'm pretty sure it was the same night he was DJing. I remember we were there in the crowd. We went to go see him, and same thing. A guy was just sort of leaning on the wall. Like, I've seen so much fucking weird shit in my life, man. Like,
bro, I got a crazy story I'm gonna tell.
we all have, man.
the guy was leaning on the wall, bro. He's like kind of like a big fella, and he's just like fucking doing these ones. And I'm going, fuck, he's drunk as fuck. And then some girl seen him doing that, and she's gone up to like see what this cunt's doing, and he's just then just going bang.
Oh
And
my god.
And he's same thing. He's fucking OD'd on the floor. But the only difference is they didn't stop the music. The security just dragged him and threw him outside. They just dragged this cunt. His head's like lolling around and shit.
Yeah,
And
not
they
an
just
our
dragged
property.
him, thrown him out, and the set didn't stop. Everyone was still going. And I'm just sitting there going, did I really just watch a guy like die and get thrown out on the
Well, look,
They sweep them away.
they die inside the club, that's the problem. They die outside
Yeah.
the street.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So they
That's
just
bad, eh?
sweeped him out onto the street, bro, and the set just kept going. The music didn't stop at all.
But I got a crazy one time. So I'm not gonna name names. So went to a house. His parents were over in on a cruise or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's
So
the
they
worst
left us
ones.
the keys. They go, oh yeah, you can come like hang out,
They
whatever.
left you the keys.
So what's the first thing we do? Bender. Like, so straight away. Like, so what I did was like, this guy hit me up. He goes, oh, I got like, okay, cool,
Just
whatever.
the cunt that freaked out on fucking...
Yeah, so like
Oh,
I rock up, I look at the back of it, it says 25i N-Bohm. And if you don't know, 25i N-Bohm is the shit that people jump off buildings for and stuff. So, like that, it's like, yeah, people have took it and thought they could fly and jumped off buildings, all this
Wow.
shit. So me being a fucking juggernaut, I was a sick cunt, like, yeah, all right, we'll get him, whatever. So I rock up, I start handing them out, like all these people there, and there's this random guy, my mate's friend. So I go, yeah, this shit's strong, like make sure everyone's safe, whatever.
I've heard this story.
So
Wasn't his name? Or
yeah,
something?
yeah,
Oh,
very,
no.
very similar to that. So I give it to him, he takes it, and it's about an hour in, I start feeling it. I'm tripping some serious balls, like a bit very intense. And this guy is sitting on the lounge, so starts going 1947. Oh, the blood is real. The blood is real. He starts saying all this weird shit. And I'm going, bro, is he alright? And they end up telling me like, yeah, he's got mental problems. So I go, what do you mean he's got mental problems?
Oh
I
my
literally
God.
said like, if you've got problems like that, don't take it. He goes, yeah, when he was younger, him and his dad went hunting. And his dad ended up shooting him in the head with a rifle.
Bruh.
What?
Shooting the kid.
So I shot him in the head.
Holy shit.
And he survived, but it like messed him up.
Obviously, obviously.
I was like, there's no way that happened. So he starts like, I start putting him in the shower and stuff, like trying to settle him down. He takes off his clothes, he's running around in his undies, and then we have to call an ambulance. So I call it up. They end up rocking up, and I walk out. I've got like a fucking Russian hat on, like some chick's crop top. I got like 2 different shoes on, like short shorts, all this shit. And they're like, you can either go home, like come with him because he seems safe with you, or you can leave him. And I go, bro, I'm fucked. Like I'm staying here. Like I'm staying here. So I walk inside and I start crying because like this shit makes you fucking fucked. So I start crying because I'm so emotional that he's leaving. I'm so happy that I don't have to deal with it. And then about 2 hours later, I get a knock on the door. I'm like, who the fuck's this?
Oh,
And it's him in a hospital gown. And he's like, bro, they let me out of the ambulance. Like, thanks for helping me. I go, fuck off. And I close the door and walk to the back.
Holy
And I put myself under blankets and I was like, get that guy out of here. Like,
Get him
honestly,
away.
Get him the fuck
Get
out
him
of
away
here.
from me.
So I sent him home or whatever. And it was fucking, that was the worst.
No.
fucking hell, tons. No, it's more like this heart has taken
His
control.
toll
On me, she said goodbye too many times before. And her heart is breaking in front of me. And I have no choice, 'cause I won't say goodbye anymore. Oh. Whoa.
Whoa.
Alright, let's talk about aliens.
So
I am an alien.
the people who jumped in the Instagram poll, thank you. I think there was like 4 of yous, and
Hell yeah.
We're getting a bit impatient too. I mean, fuck it. Let's
I
just.
should have done this at the start of the day, but
Yeah, 5 minutes before the pod goes.
oh wow, there you go. So it's 4 aliens, 1 for spirit and demons, and then 0 for the other 2.
Let's just talk about all those things.
no, because
no,
then
whatever.
We can.
Stuff.
Spirits and demons are cool.
you can use that in a different bloody
Yeah,
podcast.
something
Although
like
we cover too many topics, and then next week I've got nothing to talk about.
there's endless things to talk. You can talk about fucking whatever you want.
All right, so aliens, man, and because it's my topic, that one, I'll start us off.
Please.
Okay, introduce me.
The question. I think the biggest thing is, do you really think that the US government is like, like, you know, they say Area 51, they've got shit there. Like, is that true?
Yes. No, I don't know about Area 51 specifically, but they are definitely in on some alien shit.
Yeah,
like, think about it.
Hidden, man. Something's got to be hidden.
Yeah, there's got to be something dodgy there. Why would you put a big fence around something out in the middle of the desert for no reason?
Well, apparently you get they can shoot you.
Yeah, 100%. You trespass and they just come straight away and they're like, get the fuck out.
And if they are real, why try and fucking hide it? Like, I don't believe that we're the only ones in the whole fucking universe.
Yeah,
no way.
Hold up.
Come on.
My favorite question from the whole space thing is, what's scarier?
Me.
Like, us being the only things that are out there, or there being other stuff? Like, that's the main question.
That's a good
like,
question.
what's the most
that's like the Fermi paradox, where it's like, okay, well, if the likelihood of there being other things is so high, why haven't we encountered them yet?
Exactly.
It's either that every civilization like us dies and gets extinct before they get to that point of space traveling, or
motherfuckers
they either ignoring us like we're just some insignificant bacteria, you know what I mean?
Or they're just watching us and
they're either purposely ignoring us or they don't exist, is basically the gist.
Or we could have option 3 where they're just hiding it. Like, we could have had the contact and
there's reptilian humanoids on Earth right now controlling everything.
The Queen, man.
My friends were roasting me in the inbox, right? Because I sent the other day, there was a photo posted by some US senator, McConnell, I think his last name is, something like that. And in the photo, it's a group photo of all of them, like, having a vigil for, like, the COVID victims. They all have candles and shit. And it's a group photo. And there's a dude there that looks like a fucking lizard. His eyes are glowing. Trust me. Go on this dude's fucking Twitter. It's on the official Twitter. This guy looks
But just because someone's ugly doesn't mean
man. This is reptilian skin, bruh. And I reckon they're doing this shit on purpose because they're starting to reveal themselves. And slowly, watch, there's gonna be some big news, some fake alien invasion, some shit. Project Bluebeam. They're gonna have holograms. Hey, look up this shit. Look it up.
Can someone please get a Jimmy, get a photo up, please.
Finding that specific photo, I sent it in the group inbox. Actually, look, I'll be able to pull it up. Pull it up. This is on.
There's actually plenty of YouTube videos out there. Like, you watch the camera's eyes and the eyes just go real weird. It's like reptilian. I'm like, hang on a second.
But the thing about conspiracy theories too is that if you put enough time in, anyone can make anything look convincing. You know, you got to use your due diligence.
There's a reason why a conspiracy theory started, you know.
Look,
what I mean?
this guy could very well not be a reptilian, but that
Wait, what are you trying to
look
say
at
about
that.
us ugly men, right?
Go on his Twitter and you will see that photo. Verified Twitter.
No, but the photo's so
does
blurry.
that look like a fucking human? He looks like a crocodile. He looks like fucking. He looks like Reptile from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Renington.
Look at this shit,
that.
bro. Tell me
Pass
that looks like a fucking reptilian humanoid, if you ask me.
Yeah, why is his eyes?
He does look definitely
like
scary.
that?
And no one else's eyes are glowing like that. This guy's just randomly in the bottom right corner.
Wait, what the fuck? Where the fuck did you put that in?
I just put a random one in. That I don't know,
Look,
man.
I don't know.
It's hard. It's a shit photo.
It looks, but that's because I zoomed in. I cut it, but like, you never know.
He
All
looks
right,
like
this
red
guy
as fuck, look like he's sick. He looks worse than me, and that's a bad thing.
Look, he could very well be not a reptilian humanoid that shapeshifts, but I don't know why people think it's so far fetched, man. Like,
I don't know. You know, another thing I always think about too is I'm starting to think, especially the older I get, and there's like no proof of anything. Have you noticed that everyone's always thinking of conspiracies and making up all these crazy stories and yada yada yada? But how come no one ever just seems to believe that maybe we are just the only people in this universe, and we're just lucky to be alive, and we just can't live our lives like peacefully and normally?
I think the whole thing about that is like
people are always going, "Oh no, fuck, man! There's a fucking lizard. He's gonna come suck my dick, and then this guy's gonna come down." You know what I mean? Like,
I think the whole thing is the universe is that big that to prove that it's endless. So how fucking rare is it that we're the only civilization that exists in that whole open space?
And
like,
I believe it. I'm just saying.
yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's more far-fetched that someone's like, yeah, we're the only people that coming up with this crazy shit.
Freaks me out?
You know
what freaks me out? The fucking pyramids. That shit freaks me out.
We'll talk a bit about that.
Yeah, I know. In one of your earlier podcasts, man.
I'll go live in this shit.
I don't know how to go live. You go back to the home. Go to. It should say live down there.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there we
Easy.
go.
Have you seen? There's a great YouTube channel I watch sometimes called Kurzges, you know, the educational, it's like the animation shit, Kurzgesagt or something. It's like a German name. But they had a great video on this, and there's like 5 categories of aliens, advanced civilizations, right? And we're like a level 2. But then you go up to level 5, and they're like using the energy of their star to power, and they can
like
absorb other. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like transdimensional, and like it's not that far fetched. It really isn't, because the universe, like we said, is fucking endless, man.
Yeah, so like it's more unlikely
never
that
ends. Like,
there's nothing than something. You know
And
what I mean?
speaking of this, I've been saying it off air. This Mars shit. Have you seen the photos
I've
coming
seen
from
the
Mars?
pics,
Bro,
yeah,
how
they're-
fucking
It is
cool are
incredible.
they?
It is incredible. We
And
have
high definition
that
and
shit
shit.
on Mars. For the first time, we're seeing high definition images coming straight from. That's a different planet we're looking at. It is fucking insane, and like
you doing,
I'm excited, man. When I think of the future and what Elon Musk and shit are doing, I get excited, to be honest. Some people are like think negatively about it, but I'm more optimistic.
Look, for the people who are joining the Insta, there's 2 of you, Aaron, Jason. Someone
Aaron,
says
our number
Glenn.
one fan. Thank
Aaron's
you.
also our number 1 fan, so
Yeah,
shout out.
Shout out,
Look,
Aaron.
if you all think you're the
Shout
number one
out.
fan, you got nothing on Aaron.
The alien polls did win, so we're just sort of discussing aliens and like shit with the pyramids and stuff like that. So what you were saying, Hendo, the pyramids trip you out.
Yeah,
so
bro, they trip me the fuck out.
They should.
There is not 4 sides to a fucking that pyramid, man. You look straight down, there is 8 sides.
you can't. Yeah, you can't. Humans couldn't have physically
Nah,
built those.
no way. That's what Brad was saying.
No.
No matter how many slaves you got to put them on there, like I'm telling you, they reckon they had people getting
No matter how strong or
Nah,
buff these slaves
they reckon
are.
they had people getting whipped, and you have to move these blocks and shit. How are you going to put that many blocks on top of each other? There's like
Bro, and they
there's
are
like 20,000
perfectly-
blocks in like one pyramid or some shit.
And it's like Brad said,
Doesn't
man,
make sense.
It's like Brad said, they are perfectly carved. If one of them was off, the whole thing would be off.
You couldn't
But
even do
somehow
that with an angle grinder.
All of them are off.
Like a
Even with like
commercial
a,
angle
like a,
grinder.
a set square, you couldn't
Nah.
even get it perfect.
And they point true north. Like, how the fuck did they work that out
Nah,
back in the day? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is fucking weird.
Monash joined. What's up, Monash? Yeah,
Hey,
Aaron
Monash.
says literally biggest fan, always here.
Yeah, fuck.
Monash joined. So yeah, okay. What another thing we were saying? So the universe is so big. The odds of there not being other beings and shit is literally like almost impossible.
Yeah.
like there's got
It
to be.
does- it
some-
doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
Well, I heard a great analogy. I can't remember.
Hold on, I'm gonna grab
I,
another beer.
I always remember shit, but I don't remember where I got it from. But so think of space as like the ocean, right? You're on a little dinghy in the ocean, and you toss a bucket on a string down. What are the chances of you reeling up a fish from that little bucket in the whole fucking ocean? That's kind of what space is like. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like-
You're free, that's why we've sent out signals and shit, and we haven't heard anything back. It's like that, you know. It's like we're tossing a bucket.
The thing with that is like we send out our signals, but who's to tell that the signals are actually what they communicate with? You
That's
know what
the
I mean?
thing
Like
too.
you send out our signals, radio signals. What if they use fucking like sentient signals through their fucking mind or something?
Telekinetic beings.
Yeah,
right.
like how are you supposed
That's
to know?
why I forgot what the name of the probe was, but it was in the it might have been 1960s when they did the Apollo, that they sent a gold record, right? And because of that, they put like the basics. So what's something that's not going to change across any species? Math. It was always math. So they put like math and physics of how the universe works. That can't change no matter who you are. Well, that was the idea. So on these things, they put stuff that they think would be understandable on a universal. So they put like binary, I think it was, like binary symbols and weird
Yeah, but
shit.
Think about this, like the shit that they've come up with. How do you know that it's a universal? You know what I mean?
That's you
Like,
never know.
we
Like
just come up with all this shit, like even words and stuff. We just fucking made
See
them up.
that's hard too.
Yeah, no.
Where they
Who
come
else has
from?
joined? Smacky Taylor joined. What's
Hey.
up, Smacky?
Hey,
Smacky Monash.
Smacko.
Hey.
Who's that? Elise Riley joined. Hello, what's up?
suggest anything,
hello,
a
hello.
question. Ask them to ask a question.
Yeah,
Yeah, give us a question
Yeah,
if
give
you're
us
on
a
the
question.
Instagram live.
If you guys in the live have any questions too, don't be scared to ask. You know, fucking get involved.
We'll answer right now.
Yeah. Okay. So that's an interesting one. So they reckon that doesn't matter what type of species
beer,
and stuff there are.
I just got up and got a beer.
Like I didn't ask if you did. I just
fuck, you know
I was
what?
asking
You know
if
what?
you get me
Just
one,
because I
bro.
like you, I'll get you one.
Get
Thanks,
four.
Hendo,
Get four
you're-
beers.
Yeah, get four
True
beers.
blue.
Get four.
Get three more.
Yeah, what do you fucking want?
Whatever's
I'll take a dry.
I'll take anything that's in
So they reckon. So they reckon that mathematics will stay the same. Doesn't matter what.
physics and math. So like if you're an alien being looking at this rock, there's one rock. If you're an alien being looking at this other rock next to it, that's two rocks. So math is kind of like ingrained in this reality. So assuming they
Yeah, I
live
understand what they're talking
on this
about.
physical
I don't know.
plane,
Cheers,
you know what I
boys.
mean? Cheers, fellas.
Very good.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, yeah, cheers. Don't forget about me, man. Get out. I want
Get a bit far away there, bro.
Oh, I just give me time to sit down.
Jason
Aaron's
Gray
smiling at
says,
me, sorry.
"Give 5 beers, you filthy dog." Yeah, literally.
Yeah, dog.
Lachlan Folan, join. What up? Jason Gray says dubstep. That's an interesting one. All I'm hearing is rocks. So I don't know,
Rocky in
man.
a
Bro,
second.
if you got one rock and then two rocks, which one are we gonna smoke first? That's all I gotta say.
I don't know. That whole mathematics thing is. I don't know because I know this is kind of off the topic of the aliens, but there was a thing I saw. I was talking about this at work actually with Brad and a couple of other boys. Bro, there was a fucking gorilla.
What?
In some zoo, and her name was Coco. Have you seen that shit?
And is she sign languages?
Let me put this down for a second. Right. And she could literally talk. They taught her sign language,
Yeah.
and she apparently knew like over 250 English words in the sign language. And yeah. So I don't. And she was saying like this monkey got so smart that she was literally then starting to sign language shit. Like she was saying shit like, we need to save planet Earth before too late.
What the
But no, I think I don't know how
What is
accurate
that?
because there's a lot of fake videos about what the gorilla's actually saying.
Yeah, that's why
'Cause
you don't know
they-
what's fucking real. Because
There was a talking gorilla named Coco, and she signed, but it was very basic things. It was like Coco bath. You know what I mean? Like words.
Yeah.
But so I don't know how
Cocoa
accurate
butter.
it could be, but I don't know how. You know, you can never trust what you see on the internet.
Yeah, but like, think about that. What if there's like just normal animals that are that smart? So they just
dude.
can't
I know, man.
communicate.
Ants? Have you fucking read about ants?
I've seen the ants when they walk.
Weird and retarded.
They literally have no ego, so when they walk, they don't run into each other ever. So if there's 10,000 ants all in like a 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter space, when they walk, they do not run into each other because
Really?
they don't have egos to go, oh, you fucking ran into me. They just that's what their job is. They just
Yeah, like
they're
stereo-
focused. They have a mission and they
that's-
do it.
that's
Yeah,
it.
you like Stereosonic when you find into those cats you run into them like, what you fucking run into me for?
yeah,
Humans
Yeah,
have egos,
exactly
man.
like that.
And you know what's crazy about the ants too, man? They farm polyps like we farm cows. So they farm polyps like they have full functioning societies. They have the workers that have their job, the soldiers that defend. Man, ants are fucking freaky, bro. They work just like humans. It's
Yeah.
nuts, man. It's nuts.
And the thing is, they probably wouldn't have been watching us. You know what I mean? And it's not like
No.
they have a long lifespan. So how's their whole life mission to do that? You know
How
what
to
I mean?
start?
How do they come out? How do they come up with that
Like,
shit?
it's just instinct. It's crazy what's on planet Earth, man. And
But
I
the
think
same as like tigers and shit. Like tigers, lions, their whole instinct is to protect the herd and to hunt.
they're born knowing
But,
what
like,
to do.
How does that happen? How
Just
do you?
quickly, Aaron asked, "What's a polyp?" What is a polyp?
Well, I'm pretty sure a polyp is like
It's like ant food. That's it.
it's like
ant
it's
food.
like fucking some flower
Yeah, like
thing or some
maybe
shit.
pollen.
Like, yeah, like they
Pollen?
raise
Think about it like
they
pollen.
or some like fung or something. They raise polyps like we raise cows, and they use them. I don't know the
They wait
specifics.
until they're done and then
But
they
look this
like,
shit up.
harvest
Look
them.
up, Aaron. Look up ants. Look up ant
Look up
society.
ants.
You will
Ants
have
with
your mind
ants.
blown. I promise you. I promise
look 'em
you.
up.
So I don't get it. So alien. Even our grandpa believes in aliens. That's the only thing he believes in.
I don't remember speaking to him
Well,
ever
yeah.
once. Have you spoken to?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure, yeah, your grandpa said something a few
I'm pretty sure
times.
the-
I'm not sure if he was saying he believed in aliens or he's calling me an
The
alien.
20 words I've heard him talk, it's been about aliens. I'm pretty sure.
He's a man of few words.
Yeah, when he starts speaking English, it's about a fucking aliens.
Motherfucking aliens.
But aliens, yeah. man.
Why haven't they revealed themselves? What's the big?
They're
You know,
famous-
I think that we might just not be.
they're just
worth
waiting for
it.
me-
Not worth it.
Yeah, fuck.
They're
If
just
they're
waiting
already
for
that
me.
advanced, like, what's the point?
They're just waiting for me to phone
contact
home.
us?
Boys,
I
they're just
reckon-
waiting for me to phone home.
I reckon.
Yeah.
Boys, come on.
They're picking up Hendo. They came.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, hey, come on.
Have you seen? Speaking of all this shit, what man? Space. I get excited about this stuff because the future is exciting, man. If you got an open mind, the stuff Elon Musk and SpaceX. There's companies now trying to build. There's plans to build a tourism orbital satellite. So it's a big disc, and people can go up there for tourism and sleep in there looking at the Earth from this.
They were trying to do that for ages, but they said they were going to, because we're running out of resources on the Earth, they reckon they were going to put a big dome on Mars and just fucking ship.
That's what they're trying to do.
Ship 2 million people there. Like.
Recently, a couple days ago, they launched the SN10, I believe it is, SpaceX. They launched these big rockets that are going to be the cargo, taking cargo to Mars. And man, shit's changing. We're going to be multi-planet species in our lifetime. I promise you. Man, it's happening.
Aaron says, I've seen a UFO before with my stepmom when I was younger, but nobody believes me.
Bro, I promise.
How can I
Aaron,
believe you never told me the
Aaron,
story?
I got a story for you, alright?
You never told me the story.
So I was watching David Blaine Mind Freak on
Wait, is it
TV.
Chris
Like,
Angel Mind Freak?
nah, whatever David Blaine ones was, fucking Street Magician or some shit.
Yeah.
So I'm watching it, and my mum yells out from outside. She's sitting on the veranda. She goes, "Oh, come over, look at this!" And I look at this. Johnny. There's like a light in the sky. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's a fucking light, and it's like it starts moving slowly. I'm like, it's a plane. Whatever. It's just a plane. Who cares? And then the light just goes, like real quick, like full sideways, and just vanishes. And I'm like, that's fucking weird. Like that ain't no plane. Like, and I was freaking. I seriously, that's when I was like, what the fuck?
Fucking hell.
Holy shit! What the fuck is that? And it just so happened I was watching David Blaine Mind Freak and just doing weird shit and then gone.
And then
Like he always does it. But yeah, it was real
Well, that was like
confusing.
me
So
looking-
I believe you, Aaron. I 100%.
It was
believe
like
you.
me looking at them fucking stage lights. I'm still yet to have a compelling. I've had little things, but you never know, like just little lights and shit. But I'm yet to have that big moment where you're like, fuck, that was definitely something weird. You know what I mean?
like-
I've honestly never had something.
Oh,
Yeah, me neither.
That's what Aaron says. She goes, that's exactly what happened to me.
Hey, what are you talking
It
about?
would've
Didn't you
been-
have the studio
Look,
lights?
Aaron.
It would have
Stage
been.
lights?
Aaron,
lights.
maybe it's the same light. Was it on the 4th of December 2004? just
Quick,
throwing it
please.
out there.
Just
Like,
say yes,
was
so
that the
we can
one?
prove this.
Aaron would have been about 6 or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, the thing is that like, I've lost my train of thought. Fuck,
talking about,
I had something to say that was related.
Poltergeist.
Yeah,
Hold on.
fucking
So
forgot.
we've got another list. Dunk says sideways will quick. Dunkley, you've
Oh,
got me
yeah.
interested. We
What
got
happened? What did you say?
Lou Daddy One says you guys listen to Commander David Fravor on Rogan. No, I
I have actually listened to that guy. Yeah.
I haven't. You
So
have?
he's pretty much the dude that did. He was like one of the people that worked at fucking what's it called?
Area 51.
Yeah, he worked at Area 51. So he went in there
really?
and he was
Yeah, I
seeing
think I
shit
have
through
watched that one.
doors and stuff. Like he was looking at
I've
weird
heard
shit.
that.
Like he's the guy that kind of came out and was like, yeah, there's some weird shit going on there. Like I don't know exactly. Like I watched it, but I don't know if he like full dropped anything. Like yeah, there was a fucking alien in there. But he was like, yeah, there's some
Some
weird
weird
shit
Oh,
that
no.
is definitely kept there. You know what I mean?
That's like the Bob Lazar shit. I remember what I was
No.
going to say.
He said no. You're getting confused with Bob Lazar.
Yeah, that's like the Bob
Is that not the guy who said?
No. So he said nope. That's Bob Lazar. You're thinking of Bob Lazar. Okay, what's this guy?
Oh, he said Commander Dave or some shit.
David. So who the fuck's Commander David?
I haven't seen
Couldn't
that.
tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know who
I
that
might
is.
have
I know
seen it,
that.
but
I
I
know
don't
the 7-Eleven guy.
So
Or
Bob-
Area 51.
7-Eleven? Are you fucking serious?
Hey, what I was going to say before was that what if this stuff is like, because everyone jumps to aliens, but it could very well be on like advanced military technology. You know what I mean?
yeah.
What if those lights, what if that's like some new spy plane,
Yeah.
You never know. Like everyone
What
jumps
about
to aliens, but
like stealth planes, they're literally just like.
Yeah.
those
My
tri-
dad said he worked at a
Mum
place.
says- Hold on, Mum says higher boys.
Hey
Mom.
ya,
Hey, mom.
Hey, mom.
hey ya.
Shout out, mom.
Yeah, my dad said he worked at this place, and they were just like he was doing deliveries, and it was where the new stealth planes were being built, and it was just this big black plane. I said, yeah, when it's at a certain altitude, undetectable by anything.
That's
and it's just
crazy.
And he was like, the fuck?
Yeah,
like
that's nuts. Like,
I always used to think those things are like based on like Batman, man. That's what they fucking
Pretty much.
they look like it, eh?
Honestly,
Yeah, they
those-
look like the fucking
like
They
it's
cool.
not like they
plane
come
and
out
shit.
of they come out of like random shit for those things. They obviously have some sort of idea. Like
yeah.
the saying goes that whatever we have now, like in terms of our best technology that's available to the public, the government is like
Yeah, they wanna-
20 years ahead.
And they're like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Like,
Oh, we got
It's
a
like-
stealth plane, and guess what? We got
the military was
small.
they're going
bombers that-
invisible
that's
camo.
like-
Like,
Yeah, it's like before we had GPS navigation, and like the military was using that for years before they released it back in like. Sorry, I thought I saw someone.
yeah, I was hearing
no
something over
way.
there.
Yeah, hold on a
Hendo,
second. This
Hendo.
gun's. Hold on. Yeah,
Nah,
keep going.
sorry.
There was music playing or
I
something
thought
just
it was,
now.
yeah, I thought it was Chloe fucking with me. Fuck. Where was I?
Sip your drink.
Hey, sip your drink. Hey,
Sip your drink,
Okay,
Hendo.
No,
so-
GPS navigation. That's what I was.
Yeah, that the government uses shit before we
at the
get
bottom, at the bottom of the screen on YouTube, I'm gonna have a Hendo stupidity counter. Every time he says something stupid, the cunt's got to have a drink.
That's what, like I said at the start of this episode. You don't know if I'm gonna be having a stroke or talking shit.
Look, I think you're having a bit of both.
Look, I'm the best
But
of
it's-
both worlds, man.
yeah.
Look, it's all right.
Best of both worlds.
We're very casual, all right,
Yeah,
on this
look.
podcast.
Well, yeah, like I said, another thing too that people can sort of let us know is because we had by Steven on the last podcast, which is a sick fucking podcast, by the way. That one, so check that out.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
It was he had a very interesting view of his podcast, because I feel like FireCast is very. I want this to be not really like an interview. Oh, how did you make music? Oh, so when do you yes, obviously I'm going to ask questions to get the ball rolling, but I wanted this to be more of like
Laid back.
Look,
laid-back-
honestly, I feel like it's been pretty free flowing.
Yes.
Like, it's been good.
like there's no pre-questions written down. There's no, I don't
We're just winging it.
Yeah,
But-
I haven't messaged these guys and said, talk about. No, it's just I want this to feel
Organic.
laid back, organic, natural, and for people to be able to listen and sort of connect to. It's just average blokes telling average stories.
I mean, the thing is too, we're getting our friends on it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we're just hanging out and,
Bro,
and filming it.
That's
Like,
what I mean. Like, if we went to a party tomorrow, we'd be sitting around a fire talking the same shit.
Exactly.
Like,
That-
it's,
yeah,
it's literally
exactly.
the same
Like-
thing.
Like,
It's-
this is us when
no
we're just
difference.
hanging out casually. You know what I mean? Like,
And
Yeah.
people, we're getting such good feedback on the podcast. Everyone seems to enjoy it, and
thanks
I
for
like
supporting
this
the boys.
style because it's not done so much. You know what I mean? Everything is more kind of like scripted and
It's
well,
not like he's sitting there with a fucking piece of paper and he's going,
yeah, you know what I mean.
oh, back in 2005. Like, it just makes it so much
There's-
better if we're just talking.
There's something very Western Sydney about the way we're doing this. You know what I mean?
100%.
And that was the point, really. That was the whole point, the vibe we were going for, because I don't know. Dylan says that apparently I'm the one that come up with this idea. I can't even remember it.
You
to
did.
be
You
honest.
definitely did. It wasn't mine.
I've been sitting here for fucking months thinking it was this guy. But okay, whatever. But that was the whole vibe. So do you guys like this scenario, or do you guys want us? Because by Steven's podcast, they've done like the hot ones where they eat the wings,
Oh,
which I think that's cool.
I fuck with chicken wings. man.
That's cool.
Look, we
good.
could do natural talking and just
Look,
fucking
man.
chicken wings.
Yeah.
Straight up.
if you're not seeing how white I am, I can't eat spicy food. So please don't.
Yeah,
do
me
that.
neither.
Yeah. He's also called me and DZ out to do beer pong, which I think is cool. But I feel
Yeah.
like I kind of like having a relaxed
Just
environment.
Yeah, just have a couple
just
beers,
freestyle.
hang
You
out.
You have a couple
chill.
of drinks.
That's more our style, anyway. Like,
Yeah.
It's pretty much
Definitely our
what what you're listening to is just us in the weekends and what we do.
just chatting.
Just
Chat.
chat.
Doing this farewell, and like his birthday's tomorrow, so they're like, yeah, we'll do a combined birthday. We'll go Korean barbecue and all this shit. So I gotta go to Paris. Fucking do it for his
Well, what
birthday.
time's that start?
I started about 2 hours ago.
It's a supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight.
She keeps walking in.
We're gonna get fucking copyright.
Keeps coming in. No,
Sorry, bro, we made that song up, man.
No,
What
no,
are you
you're
talking
talking
about?
about
that's my next track coming out on 24th called Moonlight.
featuring us.
We're talking about games, you said?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
fucking
talk about games?
because I believe you're PC gamer, right?
Hell
What are
yeah.
your go tos on that thing? Because
So, for a long time, probably about 5 years, my go-to's been Rocket League.
really,
fuck,
wow.
So, when I come up against people in Rocket League, I'll play competitive, and I'll have my little tagline on. It's like estimated 2015. it's a little tag saying when you started. Everyone's like, bro,
You
this
still-
guy's OG. This guy, that's like when it's first early access.
I
Like,
got
that's when
a funny
it
story
came out.
about Rocket League a couple days ago. Holloway, I've mentioned he's very good
Bro,
at.
apparently, yeah, I heard he's a beast.
The other day, he got so angry, he punched his laptop and broke it, and now he can't make music on his laptop.
Oh
He's
my
gonna buy a new
God.
laptop because he fucking broke it playing Rocket League.
But that game is very frustrating. I'll tell you
Bro,
what.
yeah, he's crazy good at that.
I've wanted to punch my shit many times. Womp womp womp.
You
womp,
got
womp,
there in
womp.
the end, nigga. You got there in the end.
Straight up, that game can grind your gears. Some fierce.
It looks
I'll tell you
like
what.
it. Like I'm too. Like I played a little bit, but you know, just the noob shit where you're jumping up and trying to rotate.
Yeah,
your
like the thing
fucking
with
car.
it is, you play and you start hitting the ball and you're scoring goals. You're like hitting it in, and then you play for about 200 hours, and you're like, I can fly. You start flying, and you're like, and then another 200 hours after that, you're like, I can actually hit it where I want when I fly, and you start moving your car and like to the right spot, and you're like, shit,
It gets
this is getting
addicting.
into like it's one of those things. It's exactly like poker. It's like it's easy to learn, but impossible to master.
Fuck yeah.
So
Fuck yeah.
that's the same as poker. Like poker, you learn how to play. Oh, this beats this beats this, but you're never going to learn how to play it. Like
that's the thing. with
exactly.
Gaming, the gaming industry is probably easily one of the biggest online businesses in the world.
yeah.
It's like
100%.
it's a multi-billion dollar industry.
There's like games made years ago that still run, like World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But that's why. Well, that's why. If I didn't, so example, the day that I can fully quit my job and survive off music will be the day that then I also then
Pick up gaming.
pick up gaming.
Properly.
Because,
Play the game fully.
so example, so like the boys, right? You all go on Discord every night and play
Oh,
games.
100% hang out with the boys.
I don't go on every night because
You're
I'm
making
grinding.
Making music.
I'm making
Blah, blah,
music
blah.
and I'm grinding towards a goal. Like it's
Oh,
you
but
know,
Yeah,
I'm playing Call of
100%.
Duty.
there's a bit of a difference, right? But I have to do that because I then have to get up and go to work for fucking 10 hours and then come back and have minimal time to make music. But I feel like if I didn't have to go to work, bro, I'd have one day music, one day games, streaming, making game content.
Yeah, fuck
stuff like that.
100%.
Fuck
You
yeah.
have music, games, 2-day music, and on Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, because gaming is so fucking fun and enjoyable, but the content that you can make with games is fucking great.
Endless.
So
Literally
fun.
endless.
The
So fun.
possibilities-
100%.
Fun to watch,
possibilities-
fun to play.
Like, I've got a couple of funny game videos on my YouTube and shit, and they're just fucking hilarious,
Bro,
bro.
if you can play a game and enjoy yourself and just talk random shit to it, for some reason, when someone else watches it, they go,
it's funny as fuck.
"It's fucking awesome."
They enjoy it too.
It's a weird
doesn't matter what
scene,
game you're
eh?
playing either. You can play fucking Sims, and as long as you're talking shit,
It's funny.
it's gonna be enjoyable
I
content.
love
you know what
Sims.
I mean?
I love Sims.
Straight up,
It's honestly a
Like
weird
you-
scene like that.
straight up. You put someone in the pool, you take the fucking
Pool.
ladder out, and you're like, "Oh, I wish this was my stepmom." Like something,
you
something
got
funny like
hostages.
that, bro.
Yeah, and they fucking
Hilarious
just die and
content.
shit. Yeah, I remember in
So
Sims,
good.
every time I used to play Sims, like, yeah, I get so bored, I just kill everyone.
you turn into a
100%.
tyrant.
Yeah, well, look, don't
what you
fucking
do.
say it. Like, we all do
But you
it.
can do it with any game.
Yeah,
It
games.
doesn't matter.
But not just that too. Like, I'm pretty sure, like on YouTube, like I'm pretty sure I've said this before. You open YouTube and you're gonna see a gaming video.
Oh yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
It's all literally. It goes games, probably vlogs and blogs.
Yeah.
And bloggers, and then probably music third or fourth, and then like other little random shit.
But what
here
you'll
and there.
notice is as well, the people that are the most popular, they have gaming, they have vlogging,
Yeah,
they have everything.
Yeah.
So it's all the most popular
It's-
all
it's-
together.
It's basically
So-
it's just content, really.
100%.
It's not
Well,
just.
it's like PewDiePie started off just gaming,
Just
and now he
gaming.
doesn't even game very much. Like
doesn't
No,
game.
he
He
just-
doesn't-
he
doesn't-
Yeah, no, he just does.
doesn't matter what he does. He makes fucking $10 million a fucking video.
like
It doesn't matter.
100 million
Well, you-
subscribers. Fuck, man, that's more than the
But you should see
population of
half the shit
Australia
on
by a
Twitch.
lot.
Like, now half the shit on Twitch these days is just girls in hot tubs and stuff, and I'm like, what
Bro,
the fuck?
fuck yeah, it is.
But that's not even.
Hell yeah.
I don't use Twitch too much. So
Nah,
Yeah,
no,
Twitch is funny.
I don't like Twitch.
I
I hate
think
trying
we
to
just
find
Twitch
mostly
is
meme
shit.
with Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
all
we'll see
mean.
someone in a hot tub and we'll go, look at this fucking idiot in a hot tub.
yeah,
And we'll
yeah,
link it
yeah,
and we'll
yeah,
be the
boys
ones
and
watching it, even though that's what they want. But we'll be going, haha, this idiot's in a hot tub.
You're making a
But
meme about it.
But we're the
We're
fucking idiots
literally
watching it.
we're feeding their fucking what they want.
Personally,
Their job.
I only made a Twitch to watch Dr. D, but now that he's on YouTube, I've deleted Twitch. It's so, I reckon it's so shit.
I
It's
still
like,
got Twitch.
It's like clunky.
Yeah, the interface
quality-
isn't good.
It's honestly, it's not that good, bro. Like I don't know what the hype is about it. Like I can understand because most streamers are on it, but I personally just think if everyone just streamed on YouTube, life would be better because the YouTube comes out cleaner, it looks nicer. Yeah, there's ads, but YouTube you only get max 2 ads.
There's ads on Twitch
Bro,
too.
Yeah, bro. Twitch. When I used to watch Doctor Disrespect, Twitch would play 4 fucking ads in a row.
In like half an hour like
not 2, 4 30-second ads, and you've
Unskippable.
unskippable.
Yeah.
Like that is
Bro,
ridiculous.
ads are the most annoying thing in the world.
but that's where the money comes from.
I
That's,
know.
that's the
Fucking hell,
monetary
that's how they
value.
live. I mean, I have Twitch. I watch a couple just for like 2 channels that I watch, like, you know, whenever they have something. But yeah, I've never liked the interface. I've never liked how it looks.
We last night we watched this guy on YouTube, but he does Twitch streams. So he puts his streams on YouTube and he edits them. His name's Exposed, and he just gambles. That's all he does. So he'll have like 100k in his balance, and he'll go into this Pokemon, like this slot or whatever. He'll spend $12,500 to buy a feature, so you don't sit there and watch him just spinning away and fucking losing. He just buys his feature, and if you make more than 12 and a half, you profit. So he does it.
What?
And if he makes fat profit, he goes, "That's pretty good." He just like starts losing his shit, and he's very entertaining. But he just buys features. That's all he does. That's what his Twitch is,
You can stream anything.
bro. Straight up.
You can stream anything.
And he's making bank.
Yeah, well, my favorite YouTuber Steve will do it. Same thing.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
He literally just gets drunk as fuck and high as fuck on weed and just gambles. And he will go live on Instagram and he's gambling like $40,000-$50,000 at a time. And if he loses it, he just goes, "Oh fuck, another 50 grand." And then
that's what I mean.
That's the thing. When you're betting such big money like that, you will eventually win big.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what.
100%.
Doesn't matter when it is. You will win because it's just so much money. Doesn't matter how much you've lost. You could lose 200k, but off a 50k bet, win back another 100k. You still even haven't profited, but just that feeling of winning again. It's that's the dangerous thing about gambling.
That's 100%.
That's how people get
That's like
addicted.
this guy. So
100%.
he does his stream. We'll watch one. He does. He's playing this Crazy Time. So it's a big Wheel of Fortune board,
Yeah.
and like I think maybe 10 out of the 50 slots is like a mini game. So you do the mini game, and it's like Crazy Time. It does this big. They walk out. It's all live. So this person's like actually in the casino. It's like a Bitcoin casino.
Yeah.
They're there talking, commentating, all this stuff. It's full real. They walk through the door and it goes to this big wheel. And he spins the wheel. Whatever he gets is like how much or whatever. So they have all these games. You like pick all these stuff. Like you do like the coin drop where it drops down and goes through all the things and it has to fall into one. So it has like 10 times, 50 times, 100 times, like all your bet. And if you fall in the right one, you win 100 times your bet.
Wow.
So he did one last night, and he put like $400 on 2 or $1,000 on 2, and it had 50 times 2. So if it lands on 2, he wins 50 times his bet.
Fucking hell.
So he spins it and he does it, and he won like $240,000.
Holy
He
fuck.
starts like raging. He's ripping down his green screens behind him. He's like full, like throwing his
Wow.
chairs and shit.
Wow.
And it's just entertaining to watch. Like I don't care if he wins that much. It's just funny to watch him
It's
throwing
just
his
funny.
chair around. I'm like, it's fucking awesome.
Well, speaking about the gambling thing, I mean, me and Hendo know first hand this issue, bro. When we went to Vegas, bro.
I'm gambling like fucking crazy,
I
man.
literally, this is no joke, and I'm sorry, Mum, but I literally lost about $10,000.
I'm pretty sure I lost about eight grand.
and Brad, and I know Brad for a fact lost more than me.
That's what you do in Vegas, but
But
like, what happens in Vegas
it
stays
was
in Vegas.
fun. It was fun. So what had happened was, I remember, was it the first time I went or the second time? No, it would have been the second time I went with all the boys and my girlfriend. Right, so we went. I had been 2 times now, right? So I'll go for the second time with all my mates. There's about 8 of us. This is the same time when I went to EDC and that guy overdosed and whatever. So one of the nights we're in Vegas. So EDC is in Vegas, obviously. So we had to stop in Vegas for a couple of nights, whatever. And we were going fucking ballistic, bro. We were going ballistic. Like I'm talking like I walked in with our bags. We've checked in, dropped our shit off, and I've just gone straight to the casino.
100%.
I remember it was either the first or the second night. I remember, bro. I was sitting down at that poker machine and I had put in $200 into the machine and I was doing like fucking $5 bets, bro. And I was sitting there slapping.
This man slapping. Friday.
4 fucking bets, right? four slaps down, 5 slaps down, right? I get the feature, and it was the Mexican wild chuco.
Wild chuco, baby.
And the little Mexican guys throwing coins and shit, right? So they're throwing coins, and I'm sitting there going, yeah, fuck yeah. I'm already drunk as fuck at this point. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. I ended up winning about $3,500.
Wow.
And I was sitting at the machine going, like I was fucking like, bro. As soon as I was reacting and shit, I had about 4 or 5 waitresses. Because in Vegas, for people who don't understand, right, if you gamble, you can drink for free, right?
100%.
So how it works is the waitresses come up to the gamblers, and all you got to do is tip them any amount, and that will get you a drink. So what me and the boys were doing is we were giving them $1 and ordering a $20 cocktail. So I'm giving these bitches $1 bill and shit.
And the bigger you're tipping, the more they come back.
Yeah.
Too.
So but because I had one big, I had 4 waitresses around me saying, "Oh, what do you want? What do you want?" And at this point, I'm just fucking handing out money to everyone. Like, yeah, bring me a drink. They're all bringing me drinks. So I won pretty fucking big, and then safe to say that was the first or second night. Didn't win that big again.
The
whole time. But I was at the casino every day, betting the same amount of money.
Yeah,
because I'm thinking it's gonna happen again.
And it doesn't.
But it
never does.
Never does.
Bro, we've done so much shit in Vegas, man. Well, that was our second stop too.
Well, here's another fucking funny story. Vegas, one time, we're out just gambling and shit. I don't know if it was before EDC or whatever. I can't remember. But good time. We're having fun. And then all of a sudden, Hendo and Chris, our good friends that were with us, they go out for the night to the strip club.
Yeah, everyone else went to bed. Everyone else went to bed.
We've all gone to bed, and I remember
and I was like, "Look, Chris, I'm going to take you out. I'm going to give you a great time."
And
I'm like,
let me show you some.
Where are we going?
I remember like, the next morning, I've woken up to go get breakfast, and it was me and my girlfriend, a few of the boys or whatever. We're going to go get breakfast, and all I see is Hendo walking through the lobby like a zombie. He was absolutely,
I've just returned.
And we've gone, what the fuck have you been doing? What the fuck happened? Because all I know is you said you went to a strip club and you spent like $1,000 on drinks or something, didn't you?
I just went fucking crazy in there, man. I was shouting drinks for Chris, me, the strippers that I had, Chris had, bro.
But didn't you say the strippers, they were bringing you drinks, but they weren't bringing you drinks, they were bringing you bottles? And they were making you buy bottles?
Bottle after bottle after bottle after bottle after bottle after bottle. And I was just like fuck it.
Yeah, why not?
Man, I remember I'd done some stupid shit that night. I come home and I fell asleep. An hour later, everyone's waking up. Everyone's waking me up. And I'm like, I can't move. It's the worst hangover I've ever had.
Yeah, because
I can't move.
I remember that next day, we've gone to get breakfast. And this poor guy, he looked green. He was fucking railed. And we've gone to eat. And as soon as the food come, I must have been the smell. This guy just goes, "No, I've got to go." And he's just gone back to the hotel by himself because he was that sick.
God. Yeah, no, I remember I woke up, I got out of bed, Brad's got me out of bed, and I'm like, it was the worst hangover I've had. And I looked at Brad and I looked at Diamond and I'm like, help me.
I'm going to die.
I was running around again, got to Iggy's room, I was talking down the hallway, got to Iggy's room, Iggy wasn't in there, so we're all waiting for him. Next thing you know, Iggy walks back in the room, I'm in the toilet vomiting, and all over the fucking shop.
So
I'm good. Like on that American holiday, I was drinking like crazy. Like the boys will wake up, like they'll all go to bed, and they'll wake up and just be me blind drunk with fucking cans all around me.
Yeah.
So Hendo.
And I remember, hang on a sec, sorry. And I remember we'll walk around the streets of fucking Vegas, and that hangover from that strip club, from all those fucking bottles I spent stupid amounts of money on, I had to ring my dad and say, "Hey, Dad, I'm broke. Can you send me money?"
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He goes, "What happened? What happened?" I'm like, "Look, I got gypped." Like I told him a lie.
I got gypped.
But he got gypped. The strippers were bringing me bottles,
Bro,
and I was paying for
I
them.
spent too much money at that club. And I remember I told my dad, he goes, what happened? I'm like, oh, I went to pay for something. It was $150, but they put it in as $1,500 and all my money went. And that's what I told. That's the lie I told my dad.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you didn't tell me that part.
No, that's
Hey,
the lie. No,
you know your dad's gonna watch this.
No, my dad doesn't watch this. My stepdad
Oh,
does.
okay. Dave,
Like, I can
your
tell
son's a
my-
scumbag.
Tell him.
Your son's a straight up scumbag.
I can tell my old man anything. He'll just sit there and laugh and go, "You're a fucking dickhead."
100%.
Yeah, but I remember we were out in the streets walking, and everything just went to a 45-degree angle, but I was standing up straight, and everything in the world just looked at me like on a 45-degree angle. And I felt like I'm like, am I standing up straight? Like, am I leaning to the side right now? And everything started just going all of a sudden going bzzz, like that, left and right, shaking. I just went, all right, Brad, Diamond, Chris, I gotta go.
I think that's what you call Ben.
Yeah. And then I ran back to the hotel room. Chris is like, hey man, you need help? You need some help? And I don't know how Chris is all right. He was with me the whole night. I think he went to bed early and I stayed up with the stripper. And yeah.
Yeah, so that was my question. So when you went to the strippers, what happened with the strippers?
Yeah. They just danced on us.
Oh, they did.
alcohol and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
Yeah. Like, I was just trying to take you out and have a good time. Like, I'm in Vegas. Like, who gives a fuck?
Did you cornhole any strippers?
No,
Cornelio.
No.
That's why we call him Cornholio, boys.
Hey, shut up.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
Shut up.
you're
come
a
on.
sick
We're on a
individual.
podcast here. My parents watch this.
Hey, that's okay. It's
No,
fine.
they know about it too. Yeah, I just remember going back to the hotel room after everything just went on that 45-degree angle. Everything started shaking. I started shivering. It was a hot day because in Vegas you're in the desert. It's hot, and I'm fucking shivering like I'm cold. And I just vomited everywhere in my hotel room, everywhere. And I wake up and the boys come back with their fucking boggers and these orange, purple jug things, and I'm like, all right, I'm good to go.
Grape drink.
Great drink.
Wow.
Alright, boys, that was what?
Episode
9.
8.
Oh, eight.
Eight.
Sorry.
Episode 8 of Firecast, man, with my two guests, Hendo and Dunkley.
Thank you.
Thanks for
having
coming,
us.
boys.
Thanks
Anytime, boys.
Hey, thanks
Fantastic.
for coming on. Yeah, fucking hope. And like we said before, these are people, once we get everyone on, people will then come back on with different people.
Yeah, we'll change it up.
It'll be all different and stuff like that.
You'll
Look,
see these people
You
again.
set up that D&D one.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll be here with bells on.
Yeah,
I'll
fuck
come in a
yeah.
fucking straight sumo suit or some shit.
Imagine that.
we'll
so
do
what,
that.
What
I'll come
we'll
running
do
with
is,
some meat
with
and
every
shit.
dice roll, you got to ask a question.
I'll be
Yeah,
dragon blood armor straight up.
That'd be fun.
Thanks for
I'll be
coming
in my
on,
bubble.
boys. Peace
All
out.
good.
Shit.
Ciao.